Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it's the end of the month, of course, which means it's time for favourites. So let's go ahead and see what I've been loving this month. Alright, quite honestly, not a lot. There's not a lot here. I haven't got a lot of new stuff. I know, yes, I did get a lot of new stuff. I got a lot of new Lawn Fawn, but I haven't had a chance to actually play with it yet. So I don't think I can put any of that into my favourites quite yet. I do have one brand new thing here that I can show you, which I might as well start with that. So we'll start off with the trimmer. You guys have already seen the review on this. If you haven't, I'll link it down below and you can go and check it out. This is my Tonic Tim Holtz 8.5 inch Guillotine. I love this. I love it, I love it, I love it. There's no other words for it. I love it. It's so easy to use, and again, watch that video and I'll gush a little bit more. So easy to use, really lightweight, easy to move around my desk, easy to find a good spot for. Solid, even though it's light, it's solid as a rock, and cuts perfectly, which is the point. So absolutely loving that, but yeah, check out the review if you're interested. The next one I kind of have to turn on again because it's not on at the moment, and that is the Color Catalogue, which I have shown you now once on Instagram, once on a video. Sorry, I'm having mental blanks. I love this, and I've used it once on camera, but I used it a little bit off camera for a couple of cards I've been making as well. Unfortunately, they've actually already been sent out, so I can't show you, and I don't think I actually took photos of them. I try really hard to take photos of every card I send out. Some I do, some I forget because I'm running so late. But I just love this. I love that I can go, okay, I want to make a card, I want to browse by keyword. I'm thinking this is a bit of it's a light kind of pastel-y kind of thing, so I'll hit pastel and I can come up with all these pastel ones and I can look at it and go, okay, there's that. Then I get out my swatches and I can pick these out. There is actually also, this is something that I didn't know that I found out, these are the hex codes, so they're just down here, so these are the exact colours here, but there is something called a hex code to Copic converter, which just stick that into Google and it will tell you the nearest Copic colour to that hex number. So cool, because it means you can match your Copic colours up really well. Absolutely love this idea. I think it's fantastic. I'm really excited by playing with it, and I get inspired by looking through the colours and going, oh, that's something I could do, or oh, that's a colour combination I'd love to use, and in fact I really want to use this one. I'm interested by that one. So that is the Color Catalogue. I will link it down below. That one is an affiliate link. It's the only affiliate link I have. But if you want to get your hands on that Color Catalogue, then I'll link it and you can go and have a look. Okay, next up is an oldie, but it's a kind of new take on an oldie. This is my Memento Tuxedo black ink. You guys know I use this whenever I'm using my Copics, but it was getting a little bit dry and a little bit sad, and I sort of thought, well, I could buy a new ink pad. But rather than doing that, I got myself the re-inker. Now, the re-inker cost me, I think it was like $10. It wasn't very expensive. One of these is $10 anyway. I have completely and utterly refilled it, and I reckon I've used about an eighth, if that, of the bottle. There's still so much here that I can use. This is going to re-ink for another 2 or 3 years with no problem whatsoever. Re-inkers are the way to go. If you're going to invest in ink pads, this is my opinion, if you're going to invest in ink pads, invest in the re-inkers. It'll just save you so much time, so much less going into landfill. Generally a much better idea. Loving that. Okay, you guys have seen these a couple of times. I'm really enjoying playing with these. I have been doing it mostly off camera, but you did see my Memory Decks card where I made a point to use watercolors. I really like these, and I think they're coming back into stock at Kmart stores. I do know that they've been out of stock for a while. Probably not going to be able to get your hands on them in Victoria for a little bit longer, but if you're interstate, you probably have a better shot at it. These are just watercolor brush pens. I think they were $6. You get 10 markers. All you need is a brush with some water and you will be absolutely fine with these. They are so easy to use, so easy to blend, and easy to mix colors. So very much happy to have those as a difference to using my Copics or using my Tombos. They are a little bit different, and I like the difference between them. I'm going to chuck in a roll of washi. This was the washi that inspired the whole of my weekly decoration last week. Absolutely love it. The Sniff part of it is not my favourite part of it because I like the actual print a lot better, but the fact that it smells is kind of cool as well. Whenever I open my planner, there's this really fresh smell now, which is kind of cool. But I got this from Hobby Hoppers. It's part of a 2-pack, but I love this one in particular. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, so I'm very much in love with that washi. It's my favourite at the moment. The next one is an old lawn fawn one that I used to make a, wasn't my first, actually it was my first Christmas card. To make my first Christmas card, which is this little one. I actually borrowed an idea from Jennifer McGuire, and if you don't know, if you're a card maker and you don't know who Jennifer McGuire is, oh my god, are you missing out on the best ideas in the entire world. I'll link her channel down below because Jennifer McGuire is amazing. But there's this little technique that she's shown, which is kind of, it starts out, and if you you can see a little bit here, there's the cutout of that penguins. So it's a simple design on the front where it just says it's penguining to look a lot like Christmas. And then when you open it up, the scene kind of extends. So you've then got the penguins on the hill with the fa la 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 and the singing. I just thought it was a cool idea, and I love this stamp set. It is new. It is one I haven't had before. I got it same time I got this. But it's called Here We Go, a-waddling, and I just love the little penguins. I love mixing and matching lawn fawn Christmas collections. They are so cool. I have an idea for a slimline card that's basically covered with reindeer from like 4 different sets. But I had to try this penguin one first. This little cutout technique with these penguins because it was just perfect. So the technique is my favorite, but also that stamp set. I love both. The last thing I'm going to show you it's a bit of a different one. It's not so much the magazine. The magazine was good. I got some great ideas out of it. It was simple enough, but I bought it because it had these on the front. It had a embossing folder and it had a stamp set with a couple of dies. I think this is a UK magazine. I think it was like $14 or $15 to buy. I got mine at my local Coles. Like I didn't have to go to a news agency or anything to get it. But I really, really, really like that I got a full, it's not a full size stamp set, but it's pretty close. It's good quality. It's not really horrible kind of stamping stuff. I'm just trying to grab it out. Like it feels a bit, it's like a Kaiser Craft set. It's not as high quality as Lawn Fawn, but it's not the crap kind of stuff that you get from the $2 shop. It's somewhere in the middle. But you do get a couple of matching dies, and I did make a card for this for one of my very good friends, which I did remember to take a picture of, which I will put up on the screen now so you can have a look. That design was actually in the magazine, so yes, I did get some ideas out of the magazine. But I just wanted to show you that you don't always have to buy stamp sets that are $20, $30. Like you can get good quality stamp sets from your local Coles, who would have thunked it, that will make really, really beautiful cards, which I just think is a really good, cheap way of doing it. I'm not saying this is cheap, but cheaper than buying some of the big fancy stamp sets that I know you can get. So that is it for this month's favourites. I'm hoping that I get a chance to play a little bit more in the next couple of weeks. With footy season over, my work doesn't get any quieter, but it just moves so that I can actually do stuff on weekends. So I'm hoping that that's a really good chance to actually get crafting a little bit. I need to get going with my Christmas cards. I'm falling behind, I know it. So I need to get moving along with those. I have plenty of ideas, I just haven't had the time or the motivation, but hopefully that will come very, very soon. I'd love to know what you guys have been loving all through October. We're not in October. I'd love to hear what you guys have been loving all through September, so share them with me. You can leave it down below, or you can find me on any of my socials. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hope you have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!